Morning, everybody. Now we are continuing about the chapter 1 of the history of class ninth, French Revolution. Now we discuss about the outbreak of revolution. In the old France regime, king has no power to increase the taxes. The taxes was increased through a political body that is known as the State General. And in State General, the three states representative belongs, and its meeting was held in the previous in 1614. So to fulfill their requirements, political and economical, Louis XVI uh, exposed new taxes on the people. So people were opposite. So on 5 May 1789, Louis XVI called the Assembly of State Generals. In this assembly, three states member uh, arrived. 300 each first and second states member joined it, and 600 members of the third states also joined this meeting. But the prosperous third states member was included in it, and you see that the voting power of each states of one, so the third state oppose it, and you see that of course the third states members and representatives received the 40,000 letters which describe the bad conditions as or the miserable life of the 36 people described. You see that uh, in it the 30 states members were not provided the proper respect. First and second states member were sitting in their seats, but third states were stand round the first and second states generals representative. So that it was uh, you see that dishonor of the third state members, and you see that on 20 June the third states member assembled at the hall of the indoor tennis court, and they demand a national assembly of France, and they pressed on the king, and you say that they were opposed the power privileged power of the feudals and the upper two states. This tax was given to the Mirbau and Abbey says, and the new constitution was started forming in a new shape. When the National Assembly was busy to Versailles in the Bastille for drafting new constitution, the rest of France shade to the turmoil and serve winter situation. Bad harvest occurred, the price of the food items become rose, and pupils, third state people are exploited by the upper two states. So people were angered against the monarch, and at the same time they uh, you say started to move around the France capital Paris for revolution, and they entered the Paris and destroy the Bastille, and they by this mean they show their oppose, yeah, their reaction against the king, because the condition was on that time was France was very bad. and the king continue obtained new taxes to the third estate people, and in the rural areas, the third estate people attacked on the landlords, feudal, and they burned their godowns, they looted the food grains. Some places they killed their feudals, their landlords. You see that France, with the power of his revolting subjects, Louis XVI finally accorded recognition to the National Assembly and accepted the principle that this power would form now on check by the Constitution. On the night of 4th August 1789, the Assembly passed a decree abolishing the feudal system, obligating and taxes member of the clay to were forced to give up their privileges. Tithe, it is a tax, were abolished, and land owned by the church were confiscated. As a result, the government acquired assets worth at least 2 billion livres. देखिए, when the king became alone, a lot of peoples against their system and against the king. एट दैट टाइम किंग को झुकना पड़ा, और किंग ने जो स्टेट आपने कहा जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की बात थी, नेशनल असेंबली की बात थी, उसको मानना उसकी मजबूरी हो गई। और अब जो किंग था वो खुद कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के दायरे में आने वाला था। देखिए, अभी तक जो था कोई कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं था। आफ्टर द 14 जुलाई 1789 when the storm occurred and the pressure on the king obtained, at that time king accepted the demand of the third estates, demand of the National Assembly. They accepted, and they also accepted the formation of the constitution, and the kings also under the constitution. On second hand, the power of church and the power of the nobles also declined. A lot of the properties were captured by the government, and the privileges, जो विशेष शक्तियाँ थी फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड स्टेट्स के लोगों को, उसका खात्मा हुआ। और जो ऑटोक्रेसी थी किंग की, कुछ हद तक वो भी कंट्रोल में हुई। इसके द्वारा लगभग फ्रांस को 2 बिलियन लिवर्स वहाँ की एक मुद्रा है, गवर्नमेंट को फ़ायदा हुआ। तो आपने देख सकते हैं कि कहीं ना कहीं किंग जो है वो झुका। अब फ्रांस जो है डेमोक्रेटिक मोनार्च की तरफ आ रहा है। देखिए, डेमोक्रेटिक मोनार्च मीन्स हुआ कि कहीं ना कहीं डेमोक्रेसी तो होगी, लेकिन पावर अभी किंग की ख़त्म नहीं होगी। ऑफ कोर्स द किंग वाज इन द कंट्रोल ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ना। तो आप देख सकते हो कि अब जो फ्रांस है वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्ची में आ रहा है। नेक्स्ट देखते हैं, फ्रांस बिकम ए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्ची। द नेशनल असेंबली completed the draft of the constitution in the 1791. The main object was to limit the power of the monarch की पावर को कम करना। These powers instead to the being concentrate to the hand of the one person were now separated to the assigned a different institution, just like the legislature, executive and judiciary. अब देखिए, किंग की पावर को कम किया गया। पहले किंग तीनों का काम खुद करता था, अब ये 3 इंस्टीट्यूशन बनाए गए। नंबर 1 लेजिस्लेचर, जिसको विधायिका कहते हैं। नंबर 2 एग्जीक्यूटिव, जिसको कार्यपालिका कहते हैं। और नंबर 3 जुडिशरी, जिसको न्यायपालिका कहते हैं। अभी तक ये तीनों काम जो था किंग खुद अपने आप कर रहा था। द Constitution of the 1791 vested the power to the make law in the National Assembly, which was indirectly elected, that the citizen voted to the group of electors who turned to the closed assembly. Not all citizens, however, had to the right to vote. Only men above the 25 years age who paid tax equal at least 3 days of the labor wages were given to the status of active citizens, that is, they were entitled to the vote. Remaining men and all women were classes of passive citizen, the qualified as electoral, and then to the members of the assembly had meant to the belonging to the highest bracket of the taxpayer. देखिए इनका मतलब ये है कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर्मेशन जो था वो लगभग बनाने के लिए ड्राफ्टिंग हो गई थी. अब नेशनल असेंबली का फॉर्मेशन था. नेशनल असेंबली में पहली बात तो वुमेंस को पावर नहीं थी. ओनली रिच पीपल हैव पावर टू कास्ट देयर वोट. केवल पुरुष को, और पुरुष में भी रिच पीपल को वोट देने का अधिकार था, और ख़ास तौर पर ऐसे पुरुष जो कि टैक्सेस को प्रॉपर पेड करते हों, जो एक जिम्मेदार नागरिक के रूप में हों. तो आप ये देख सकते हैं गरीबों को और औरतों को वोट देने का अधिकार अभी नहीं हुआ था. और तो आपने देखा कि कहीं ना कहीं पार्लियामेंट जो थी इनकी, उसके मेंबर्स को इलेक्शन के प्रोसेस या प्रक्रिया का शुरुआत हो गई थी. द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बिगेन ए डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ राइट्स. संविधान में डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ राइट्स की घोषणा की गई ऑफ मैन एंड सिटीजन, जो कि वहाँ के नागरिक हैं. राइट्स सच एज, लोगों को कौन कौन से अधिकार की बात हुई. पहली बात तो राइट टू लाइफ, जीने का अधिकार. फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच, बोलने का अधिकार, अपनी बात को व्यक्त करने का अधिकार. फ्रीडम ऑफ ओपिनियन, अपनी राय को जाहिर करने का अधिकार. इक्वलिटी बिफोर लॉ, एवरी पर्सन आर इक्वल इफ दे बिलोंग एनी कास्ट, कल्चर और क्रीड. यू सी डैट इस्टेब्लिश एज ए नेचुरल एंड इनलाइबल राइट्स, ये प्राकृतिक और सार्वभौमिक अधिकार थे. डेट बिलोंग टू द ईच ह्यूमन बींग बाई बर्थ, कुड नॉट टेक अवे. इट वॉज ड्यूटी टू द स्टेट टू प्रोटेक्ट द सिटीजन नेचुरल राइट्स. तो आपने देखा कि ये जिम्मेदारी जो है स्टेट्स या गवर्नमेंट को प्रोवाइड की गई कि लोगों के जो अधिकार हैं उसको कंटिन्यू किया जाए, उसमें कोई कमी ना हो. तो आपने देखा कि पावर ऑफ किंग रिड्यूस्ड एंड न्यू इंस्टीट्यूशन डेवलप्ड, जस्ट लाइक द लेजिस्लेचर, एग्जीक्यूटिव एंड जुडिशरी ना. ऑफ कोर्स किंग वाज डोमिनेंट, but king also in the control of constitution. Okay, that's all. We discuss about next in the next video.